Warriors are kind of like a business who don't realize that it's over, and they keep trying to double down on expenses for the business and hiring new people. Like that's gonna be the shit that works. Like it's been a nice run, but it's over. And right now they're looking like they might miss the fucking play. And as we speak right now, after losing again last night to the Minnesota Timberwolves, they have lost 2 in a row. They are 4-6 in their last 10, and are only 1 game up on the Houston Rockets, who have been on a tear. Jalen Green hooping like he got 3, child support payments coming at the same damn time. They have won 8 in a row, and they are 9-1. You know what you say?
Allegedly, he actually might.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, 9-1 in the last 10. You got Draymond saying they're not worried about this. Every time I look at Steve Kerr, looks like he doesn't know what the fuck is going on. I think this is a legitimate scare for the fucking Golden State Warriors, and it's also a scare for Adam Silver. And I say that because Adam Silver wants that Lakers and Warriors playing game. That's what he wants. No matter how many times I'm tired of them being on TV. Yeah, Damien, this is like Blockbuster. The Warriors are Blockbuster right now. That's 100% what it is. I'm tired of seeing that matchup on TV, but obviously the general public isn't. Those ratings always look good when LeBron and Steph play each other. And the last couple games have actually been good. So that Adam Silver wants that game at Staples Center this year. He doesn't want the Houston Rockets, who would probably get blown out in that playing game, to happen. But if you're the Warriors, and I've been saying this shit all season long, some of the cast been thinking I'm tweaking. Some of the cast has been agree with me. Keep playing with Steph. If he wants to win, if this keeps failing, I will send whoever I got to send out the building to make sure Steph Curry is happy, and try to put him in the best position to at least compete for a championship. Do I think they'll ever win one again? No, but you at least have them to a point where they're in the playoffs competing. This play-in shit should not be going on any longer, and as well as Steph has been playing, he's going to want to eventually do that. You don't want him to come to you like, yo, I love what y'all did for me, but at the same time, I want to go to a different team. And I keep saying that could be something that's on the table if they don't get this shit together. Ultimately, I do think that they'll hold on to this last seed. I like how Houston's been playing. I don't know if they can sustain this over the next 2.5, 3 weeks. But this is something they got to worry about now, because for the longest time, it looked like they were just going through the motions and saying, oh, well, just a matter of who's going to have home court between the Warriors and the Lakers as far as that play-in game. Pat, what you think about what you've been seeing from the Warriors? And do you think that Houston can actually leave them and play the Lakers in a play-in game?
I think the Houston thing is a real concept. And like, I know it's funny because of like the timing, but I think the reason why Jalen Green has actually been on the chair that he's been on recently is because Şengün got hurt. So like all these possessions with Şengün, where like you would be running through Şengün, Jalen Green just has the ball more. And credit to him, he's becoming like an actual legitimate NBA basketball player instead of like just an AAU guy. He's becoming an actual basketball player. And again, they have a great coach. I mean, even if you remember the Celtics season, I think they were like 16-16 at one point, and they went on a tear and ended up in the finals. So this isn't something that like Ime hasn't done. They have a great coach. So I do think the Rockets thing is a real thing. I just think that I don't know if teams have reacted to the Rockets' new scouting report, because so many things would run through Şengün, and now that Şengün isn't there, obviously I hope he gets better, but now that Şengün isn't there, I think they just play a little bit differently. But yeah, the Warriors thing, like I think they really need to be scared. They really need to win some basketball games. And I know you talk about getting Steph some help. The only issue with getting Steph some help is I think that for most of their assets, they have passed up the point in which they could get what the maximum of what they could get for them. I still think that maybe we get something for Kuminga, but like Moses Moody, I don't know what you give him anymore. Wiseman, obviously, you traded him to the Pistons. I forgot what they even got back. I forgot what they got back because it wasn't much.
They got a year's supply of conies. That's what they got.
I think that they misplayed their hand when they were trying to like, oh, well, we're gonna have 2 separate generations. We're gonna have these. Now, granted, you did get a ring out of it. You got a ring out of it. You did get a ring out of it.
I was gonna say it was gonna work until Jordan Poole got too much dip on his chip and Draymond had to punch him in the fucking mouth.
I mean, again, but these are all like things. So I think the 2 generations timeline thing kind of got thrown off. So I don't even know like what help you can really honestly go and get them. Honestly, for the most part, like let's say, oh, you want to sign and trade Clay. What is that going to get you right now? Oh, you want to trade Chris Paul. What is that going to get you? You want to trade Draymond Green, especially with his, and if fucking the Warriors can't control Draymond Green's antics. Who else in the world can control Draymond Green's antics?
Right.
If he won't act right there with Clay and Steph and Steve Kerr and Joe Lacob and the ownership telling him what to do, or like motivating him to do the right thing, what is he gonna do if you sit him to, I don't know, fucking Orlando? Like, what is he gonna do there? Yeah. So I think this Warriors thing is a real thing, and they have like real legitimate problems on their hand. And like, yes, like I definitely can see a world. I can see a world where that 10th spot is the Rockets, and that would be completely, utterly embarrassing for the Golden State Warriors. Like, granted, I know they've been through a lot this season, like even just off the court stuff, but that would be embarrassing, bro. You can't not even make the play in. That would be completely embarrassing for this franchise. And then if you don't make the play in, you go to the offseason. I don't know how some of these guys come back if that is something that happens.
Yeah. TPJ, what you think about this Warriors collapse? It kind of feels like. You on mute, brother.
You on mute.
Yeah. Sorry, my bad. I was over here. I've been over here reading the timeline.
The timeline on fire.
and the timeline is doing generational numbers. So I was laughing so hard. I didn't want to be in the background laughing. So my apologies. But when it comes to the Warriors, the dynasty has been over. I've been saying this for a couple years. I didn't even think they were going. I knew they were going to beat the Celtics because the Celtics are the Celtics, and I don't trust Jason Tatum. Unless there's literally nobody but G Leaguers on the floor. And even then, like I've seen, like one of the homies told me he bet on the Celtics versus the Pistons, and the Pistons won that game. So I don't even know if you can depend on them versus like the G League teams. But with that being said, like looking at the Warriors, I just never thought that this chemistry and this current mix would work. The Warriors have, when they were champions and when they were, perennially going to the finals, they rebounded very, very well. They played great defense and they executed, and they also garnered a lot of assists. I see a lot of like hero and like I need to get somebody a bucket kind of ball from the Warriors. Steve Kerr said it last night, I believe, that that Steph Curry can't be the only one to shoulder the load. And if I'm Steph Curry, I'm gonna be honest. I love y'all. Shout out to y'all. Y'all have been great. But somebody need to figure out a way to get me to San Antonio. Because number one, these California taxes is crazy, and I'm about to get like $60 million a season. And number two, it's a 7'5" alien that if I play with him, I could probably play for another 10 years. So like I'm looking at Draymond. He been old. Pavi been telling me that Draymond been washed for like 5 years at this point, but somehow he pulls it together randomly. Clay, I've been literally on our show until the trade deadline ended. We had a trade Clay segment every week. I tried to figure out where to trade him. There was no good where to send his contract. Even this summer, like you maybe could send him to the Spurs because they have enough cap where they can absorb him with like a Doug McDermott or like a Zach Collins. But like that team is cap strapped. They're in a lot of money, like in debt in terms of the luxury tax. I do not believe that the Warriors will be good going forward. I really think that they need to start rebuilding around Kuminga and Steph. I don't really know where you send Draymond. Maybe you think about sending Draymond to, San Antonio. He could be a better, Jeremy Shohan, I guess. I have no idea. But wherever he goes, it's going to be chaos. So who knows? But for the Warriors, it's been over. Like they got one. I'm good about it. Like Steph Curry is my go to this generation. Like I could say that over the past 14 years, I watched Steph Curry win 4 rings, and I watched LeBron win 3. I'm cool with that. Take it to the bank.
Bang. What you think about this Warriors thing, man? You think it's a wrap?
You just pulled me. You pulled to me, JR.
Yeah. You now
unmute your mic, G.
You muted, dog.
Oh, my bad. Look,
that's
been a day. All right. You know
he's looking at that timeline too. He's looking at the timeline too.
Working at the same time, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
We got bang bomb scans here.
But nah, man, it's been over. Shit, they lucky they got that last one they got. But nah, it's been a wrap, and it's okay. Like, let's celebrate the dynasty or the almost dynasty, if you want to call it that. Let's just celebrate it. Have a good time. Get ready for, some ring chasing with some of these legends. You know what I'm saying? I do like that San Antonio fit. I didn't even think about that, especially with the taxes. That's amazing. But yeah, let's go ahead and start ring chasing. Let's go ahead and send these players over to teams that got a chance to win rings. Let's break it up and let's go ahead and get younger. But it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? And I think the biggest question is will Golden State recover? Can they be like the Boston Celtics or the Lakers and extend a dynasty? Or can they be like San Antonio or the Bulls? They get their rings and then they huff for the rest of our natural life. I think that's the biggest question. What can they do to rebuild and try to extend some type of legacy with their teams similar to LA and Boston?
That paper on these player haters, old news, money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna